Wohali Weather Center. This is your evening weather update.
After a stormy weekend at times, we're back to quiet weather on this Monday. Here's satellite and radar composite. We've had a weak frontal boundary shift south of the area. High pressure building in behind that. That's allowed drier and slightly cooler air to move in. And many of us have been in the mid to upper 80s today versus the 90s. Muscle Shoals Airport hit 87 today, which is about 5 degrees below average. They usually average around 92. Record is 101 though, so not nearly as hot as we can get. Morning low at 72 before the drier air moved in. No precipitation today. We're going to be dry for our Tuesday as well before rain chances start to come back beginning Wednesday and lasting through the rest of the week and the weekend. Here's the Futurecast breakdown this evening. Mostly clear skies here, dropping out of the 80s into the 70s, and then the 60s overnight. And I think many of us get down into the low to mid 60s, especially across southern middle Tennessee. We might be a couple degrees milder over North Alabama with a little bit of cloud cover moving back as that frontal boundary slowly waffles off to the north. Warm back into the mid to upper 80s. For daytime highs across the area. Maybe a few folks in the lower 90s over northern Alabama for our Tuesday. Mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. Still staying dry out there, but that will change as we head on toward the middle of the week. And this frontal boundary comes back to the north, especially on Wednesday, and we'll have some showers and thunderstorms diving down from the northwest. Maybe a strong storm or two Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday night. Not a big threat of severe weather, but we may see a couple storms of gusty winds. And then daily chances for showers and thunderstorms Thursday and Friday. We'll have to watch for possibly a couple dying thunderstorm complexes coming in from the northwest. And then the next cold front comes in over the weekend with increasing rain chances once again for our Saturday and our Sunday. Upper 80s here, mid to upper 80s for most of us on Tuesday. Maybe a few folks over in North Alabama in the lower 90s. And then everyone in the low to possibly mid 90s across the area for the remainder of the week into the weekend. Notice those morning lows coming out of the low to mid 60s back into the lower 70s, and that's a sign of the humidity coming back as well. We're watching the tropics out there. Not a whole lot going on, but we do have this weak disturbance here. National Hurricane Center monitoring that carefully for a medium chance of this possibly becoming a subtropical storm later this week that would recurve out into the open Atlantic. No impact to the United States, and I don't see a threat to the United States for, at minimum, the next 7 days here. We'll watch it very carefully for you. Mostly clear skies tonight, dropping out of the 80s into the 70s and then the 60s as we enter the overnight. And many of us may be in the low to mid 60s to start our Tuesday with mostly sunny skies. And then mostly sunny to partly cloudy for our Tuesday afternoon here. Daytime highs in the upper 80s. A few folks possibly hitting the lower 90s. More of the same in northwest Alabama here, roughly between about 87 and 92 for daytime highs with mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies here as well. Here's your next 7 days. And again, one more day that we're dry without rain chances, and then scattered daily chances of thunderstorms for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday before better chances for rain and thunderstorms coming up this weekend, which not exactly what we want to hear because we're trying to do Movie on the Square this coming Saturday since it got rained out this past weekend, but it's already starting to look like it may have a chance to be wet this weekend as well in time for that. So we'll watch that very carefully through the week. There's the latest 7-day forecast. I'll be back at 9 o'clock with another check of your local weather.